yo, hola. We just picture, thinking, dreaming, scheming, reading, all in the late night, shaking, boiling, lacing, baking, shaping.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports, alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
Atlanta with the ball, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Their offense really sputtered in that game. They went through stretches where points became very hard to come by.
And Steve, you know, their play wasn't terrible. It wasn't too bad, but this game still is about making shots, and the shot making wasn't there.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague out there with Cephalosha, and it's Carroll in at the small forward position. Mr.Clutch is checked in for the Pelicans. On offense, here are the Pelicans. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
I didn't like the defensive game plan they had going into that one. It just seemed out of whack. The matchups were wrong, and they didn't bring the energy necessary either.
You know, it was befuddling to me why they stuck with that, Steve. I mean, they dug themselves a hole, and then they didn't make the changes they should have to get out of it. Didn't make any good adjustments there.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Jeff Teague, one of the quickest and most elusive point guards in the NBA. He's incredible in transition. Where he's really improved is in the half court. He's figured out how to carve up defenses off the dribble.
He's always been extremely reliable at the line, and today's been no different.
Here's Bryan. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Mr.Clutch has got his second basket of the night. Here's Teague, right now averaging 11 points a game. Rejected by Bryan. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Wing shot on the way. Another one falls for New Orleans.
They're on fire. They've made 4 straight shots to get this thing going.
A slow start for Atlanta in this one. 6-point game. Outside Teague. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
The shot's good from Bryan.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Yeah, that's the kind of start you want every game, but of course you rarely get it.
Here's Teague, and he banks in the layup. Teague's got 6. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Mr.Clutch. Teague covering. Here's Hushit. Here's Davis. Tries yet again, and it's good on the way up.
Very positive opening quarter for them. The shots have been falling.
You know, the shooting percentage would be nice if it stayed right there, but that's going to be tough to do.
Outside Teague. Millsap a screen. Cephalosha kicks to Millsap. Clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Shot clock at 2. Shot off the pick. No good off the front iron.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Here's Bryan. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Mr.Clutch has got 11 points.
His shot is looking really good here in the first.
Sure is, Clark, and he's nailing everything. 5 for 5 already.
Teague kicks to Millsap. Outside Teague. Back to Millsap. No good. Great D that time from Davis. To the left side wing. And here's Fredette for 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
And they've been on fire offensively as a result, Clark.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. Their plan was run their offense through Evans. Coach putting the pressure squarely on his shoulders by asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. He wants them to also play at a very up-tempo pace, push the ball up the court as quickly as possible. That was his message. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Couldn't get that three-pointer to fall, trying to respond.
You know, the issue really with Atlanta this year and moving forward isn't that they're a bad team. They've just been kind of stuck in that middle road of mediocrity. They're competitive, play hard. They're hoping to find a way to get to the next level now.
The Hawks trail by 14. Now Cephalosha looking for his first basket still in this one. Outside Teague. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And that one's good. Millsap.
And with Atlanta, as you said, for a while now they've been a playoff caliber team, but making that next step into the elite class of the East has been hard.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 26 points for him last game against the Clippers. Davis, the pass to Bryan. Millsap with the double team. And some of it, Clark, for Atlanta making the jump is personnel. It's never easy to get a franchise player without a high draft pick.
And in that sense, Kevin, they are a bit in danger of becoming a treadmill team, but they have a good base right now, and I think they just need to continue to keep adding talent and have the talent they have continue to develop. No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Mr. Clutch. He's already got 14 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
Well, he showed off how intelligent he is defensively. He understands where the ball is, where players are, what's happening in front of them.
Cephalosha dishes to T. Lets it go. Omer Ashik with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 13. Passes it to Bryan. Easy layup after coming off the pick. Mr. Clutch has got 16.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
Now here is Horford. He's guarded closely. Cephalosha kicks to T. Right side T. No good. Excellent D from Bryan.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And a lot of contact right there. I think the officials are making the correct call here. And this sort of call, of course, always about protecting the players. You can't allow unnecessary contact. And sometimes the players let the emotion get the best of them. And you make a foul like that, it's going to be enforced every time.
You know, see, I don't think many people would disagree with the stance that it's a very important objective to make sure everything is done to limit any sort of unnecessary contact. And the Pelicans making a change here. Anderson's checked in. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And that sends Anthony Davis to the free throw line. That one on Horford.
You have to wonder, it's certainly worth thinking about with the way Anthony Davis took a big step forward last year. There's a legitimate argument or discussion anyway that he might eventually become the best at some point.
Outside T. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Millsap with the double team. Back to Evans. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 17. Shot clock at 6. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Mr. Clutch has got 19 points.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
Rejected by Bryan. And here comes Fredette leading the fast break. Fires the three. And another three for New Orleans.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
Cephalosha passes to Teague. Will it go? And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Guys, their penetration.
Nice shooting.
Ball, too, which
Atlanta shooting just 35% to start the game. Here's Schroeder. There's the dish to Bazemore. Lets it go from deep, and that is good. Bazemore's got his third basket of the night right there.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
7 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Bryan. And it's off from three-point range. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Pelicans ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Coming up this Wednesday night, February 4th, Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder go up against
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far. It's underway. Well, Steve, Clark, Pelicans pretty much in control here.
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot blocking.
Yeah, excellent defense there. Every shot has either been altered or rejected.
Evans and Anderson, the forwards. Salmon's out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Ashik in at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Bryan. It's good from about 19 feet. Mr. Clutch has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pelicans. Atlanta's shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Horford dishes to Bazemore. Now the feed to Schroeder. There's the pass to Bazemore. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 4 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Terrell's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Bryan. And a pick comes off the rim, but it sinks right in. Mr. Clutch has got 23 points. The Hawks trail by 21. Here's Schroeder. Top the key, Bazemore. He kicks it to Horford. Here's Millsap. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Paul Millsap, not the biggest or the most athletic, but he just finds ways to get it done.
Yeah, he's so well-rounded. You know, he does the big things and the little things to help you win. He's a good passer. He moves without the ball, keeps your offense going, and then, of course, really developed that three-point shot last year, which made him an effective stretch 4.
Jimmer Fredette's checked in for the Pelicans. And a change for the Hawks. Cephalosha's checked in.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Here's Schroeder, fended by Bryan, out to the right wing. That's a 2 from Cephalosha. Hits the jumper in space.
And Millsap has always had a terrific motor. He combines his elite talent level with tremendous effort and toughness. I think those things are a big key to his personal success, which helps his teams be successful too.
The shot's good from Bryan.
That's really set them apart today, guys. That success from the mid-range.
Well, these are 2 teams that clearly you've seen the difference in offensive philosophies here.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Millsap with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
Well, you talk about Millsap's motor, gets you extra possessions, draws fouls, makes his free throws. Great player, finally getting his due.
How nice was that alley-oop? Those two really have a good connection.
Read each other so well. It's a play I'm sure, Clark, they'd love to run.
And as the receiver, he didn't feel like he had the need to go for the monster finish. Just laying it in, making sure he got the points.
Pelicans with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
And the result of that game seemed inevitable because they struggled most of the night. What was a surprise was how close the game actually was.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it looked like they had spaghetti legs, no lift. Everything was kind of limp and no life. Just a general lack of energy.
Here's Schroeder, defended by Bryan. Six on the shot clock. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.
All right, listen up. Terrific job so far. The fans are into this game, and we're going to...
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague out there with Cephalosha. And it's Carroll in at the 3 spot. 6 to shoot. And Holiday, here we go. The 10-footer finds the target. And the Pelicans lead by 19. Mr.Clutch is checked in for Drew Holiday.
All right, New Orleans.
Here's Teague.
Dance team. Let 'em hear it.
Millsap sets the pick for Teague. Millsap inside. Davis is on it. And that one's good. And it's 13 points for Paul Millsap.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense. That's a great shot if there's 1 second left in the game.
Yeah, that would be the good time to do it. Not now, though.
Now here is Cephalosha. He dishes it to Carroll. Horford with the screen on Evans. Teague with the ball. Now guarded by Bryan. 4 on the clock. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Another one falls for New Orleans.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
The Hawks trail by 19.
Hawks coach Mike Budenholzer grew up around the game. His father coached high school and college basketball for 25 years, and Mike got into coaching pretty much immediately after graduating from college. Sounded like a guy who knew what he wanted to do.
Elbow shot is on the way. Another one falls for New Orleans.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in. Front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep him there. All by himself, it looks like.
Kicks it to Teague. Floats one, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Here's Bryan, and it's good from the elbow. Mr. Clutch has got 35.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Now here is Cephalosha. He's covered closely, picked by Horford. Outside Teague. Cephalosha kicks to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. Free throw good, Teague.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Points, and he's done a good job distributing.
Let's go. You're in.
Hey, well time.
27 seconds left in the third. Scott with a screen on Rivers. Mack the pass to Bazemore. That one a little long. And the Pelicans making a change here. 12 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Mr. Clutch. It could go. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one.
Tune in this Friday night, February 6th. Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans take on Kevin Durant and the...
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This was such a pretty pass, Kevin. Beautiful assist. Turned into the easy basket, but just a gorgeous play there.
Pelican shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Bryant, he's in at point guard. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then it's Miller, and it's Rivers in at the 2 spot. That's the Pelicans' 5. Hawk shooting not great, 40% for the game. And Max it to Bazemore. They set the pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
You know, guys, every coach would love to play his star player every minute of an NBA season, but it's impossible given the limits of endurance and the risk of injury. It's basically a balancing act. I think teams are becoming wiser, though, in terms of keeping players fresh and helping them recover between games.
And here's Rivers. Up off the screen, and that one is hammered home.
Boy, pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
And looking at player recovery, now with the ability to track player movement, either with cameras or even sensors that players can wear, teams are better able to measure the workload of players, helping them make decisions about where rest is needed and when it's needed, and even help them predict when there's a risk of injury, and that's really the golden bullet. And again, another example of information being used to enhance player performance.
Here's Bryan, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
Atlanta with the ball. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Some good matchups out there. That Washington Wizards game definitely worth checking out.
Shots good by Jenkins. And guys, across sports, the key to winning is keeping your star players available.
Well, teams are learning a lot from player tracking. For one, morning shoot-arounds may be more draining than we realized, so some teams are cutting those down. And also, athletes do better with frequent short rests, so subbing often can leave players with more energy in crunch time.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
And I also like the penetration. I mean, they're getting into the paint. They're getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Withy's checked in for Anderson, and Smith subbed in for Rivers. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dennis Schroeder is checked in for Kent Bazemore.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. I mean, just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Here's Schroeder. Dishes it to Jenkins. Lets it fly. Here's Payne. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Bryan. 6 on the shot clock. Atlanta with the rebound. Payne's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the inside. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Mack. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Bryan passes to Miller. And stolen by Sefolosha. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, since the turn of the century, guys, the Western Conference has ruled the roost, winning interconference matchups in 14 out of the last 15 seasons. To Steve, last season, the highest ever win percentage for the West at over 72%.
Yeah, and 8 of the league's top 10 teams played in the West record-wise. It may be time to take a fresh look at a top 16 playoff structure.
Sefolosha with the steal, and now it's Sefolosha running. He can go all the way. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
Lets it go from the wing. Makes it 2 points there from Bryan. Mr.Clutch has got 47 points.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Stolen. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
You know, there's been some debate over the idea of the quote-unquote hot hand. One study implied that it actually doesn't exist. I always felt as a player that, you know, as soon as I felt the ball go through the hoop a couple times, I was much more likely to make that next one.
Schroeder kicks to Jenkins. There's the triple. On the rebound by Bryan. Mr.Clutch has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Steps back and fires. The shot is off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Well, that hot hand study, Clark, we were talking about a little bit earlier, they realized it didn't take into account how difficult the shots were. And, you know, hot players take those heat check shots.
Yeah, they do. They do. And not to mention, they draw more defensive attention once they get on the roll. So I think it comes back to common sense. Definitely try to get a hot player the ball, but above all else, you want quality shots.
So it's the Pelicans now. Smith outside. Passes to Bryan. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Fires top of the key. No good from Bryan.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Sefolosha dishes to Antic. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Mr.Clutch. Count the bucket. Mr.Clutch has got 49 points in the game.
And his shots are dropping right now. This quarter has been very kind to him.
Here's Schroeder. Inside. Here's Payne. Misses in close. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. No good from Bryant.
Well, smooth around the rim definitely is not the word I'd use to describe him. He's got some rough edges to him.
Ontic can't get it to go. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What an offensive performance it's been.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Feeds it to Miller. Fires the three. Here's Withy. It's hauled in by Ontic. Ontic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. There's the pick. Here's Schroeder. Here's Payne. And the shot is good. Payne's got 4 points in the quarter. Well for New Orleans, shooting 57% in this 4th quarter. Miller, the pass to Ajinça. New Orleans moving the ball around. Pass to Miller from downtown, and that one's good.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
So it's Atlanta now. Here's Schroeder. He feeds it to Ontic. Now Jenkins.
You know, an interesting study came out recently that argued that steals are really undervalued, not just because they create high percentage scoring opportunities at the other end, but also there just aren't that many players who really excel in that area.
Here's Schroeder. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Jenkins. Off target from three-point range. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Bryant. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Mr. Clutch has got 53. Atlanta with the ball. Schroeder kicks to Payne. Shot to stop the run. The dive for the ball. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Shelvin Max checked in for the Hawks.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Shelvin Mack.
The tray. It's rebounded by Bryan.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Down low. It's tipped. Miller with a wide open look. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Here's Mack. There's the dish to Cephalosha. This one for 3. Good. Cephalosha's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Into Smith. The pass to Bryan. 5 on the clock. Puts up a 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave. Enough room outside.
Atlanta's shooting 40% in the 4th. Schroeder dishes to Payne. And now the Pelicans on the break. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Ball going up court. Here's Zontic. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Great assist there. Led him to the perfect spot.
New Orleans has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Into Smith. Out to Miller. Three-pointer. Three-ball falls through. Another from Bryan. Mr. Clutch has got 59 points. Hawks have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Cephalosha kicks to Ontic. The feed to Mack. Just 5 to shoot. Cephalosha passes to Mack. Another 3 for Atlanta.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
1:29 left in the game. Here's Mr. Clutch. Withy passes to Bryan. Lays it up and banks it in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pelicans.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
Anytime you drop the first game of a season against a particular team, you really want to come back stronger, which they did. And, of course, this is their last of 2 games between these 2 teams during the regular season. So a nice win to even it up at 1-1 against the Hawks.
Fantastic show put on. What an amazing game all around it was for Mr. Clutch. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything, really, to stop him.
Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. And the 3 off target.
Boy, he'd like to have that one back.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And he gets it again. Shot good from Bryan.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time.
Here's Schroeder. He's guarded by Bryan. Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. Launches it. No good. So we see the Pelican.
Well, the outcome of this one never really in doubt tonight. Would you say that this is one of the better performances by this team this year?
As of now, I say yeah, but I know in a few weeks that won't be the case because we'll probably be setting records by beating teams by like 100 points or something. And you know I'll be leading the way on that one.
Well done. Kevin, a young man.
A beautiful sunset glimpse of New Orleans, Louisiana, the city that care forgot. Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans.
You're up. Let's go.
On defense, New Orleans, they are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And their inside strength was so apparent in that win. They just blocked shots, controlled the lane, did a good job on the glass.
Very alert were they, Steve. Alert, aware, and reacted quickly to shot attempts in the post.
So here's Oklahoma City starting crew. Mr.Clutch is checked in for New Orleans. New Orleans with the ball. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And the early foul trouble they got themselves into the last meeting between these two clubs really kind of threw off their whole game, and they never could recover. That was a bad loss. Well, Drew Holiday, part of the basketball family. Of course, he played at UCLA, but both of his parents played at Arizona State.
And the basket by Morrill.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Mr.Clutch. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And for Drew Holiday, you know, you talk about his family. His brother and sister both won state titles. And his father, in his 50s, can still throw down the 360 dunk. I'm looking at you.
No, it's not happening here. Come on, you know he's got some good DNA, but 360 dunks at 50, although Drew is real deal. His youngest brother is a star in the making, playing in high school in Los Angeles right now.
And Ibaka kicks to Durant. Pass to Perkins, stolen by Evans. Fredette dishes to Evans. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Bryan. Off target with his three. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Near the three-point line is Westbrook. Good as the jump shot falls.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. It falls and 2 points from Bryan.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Outside Westbrook. Durant attacking, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Durant's got his first basket of the night. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Lets it fly from 18. And another hit. Shot made once more from Bryan.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Back to Westbrook. And Ibaka kicks to Durant. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. Back to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Fredette with it. Westbrook picks him up. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Bryan. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. New Orleans leading by 4. From deep. Fredette gets the bucket. Fredette's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so here is Oklahoma City. Westbrook drives in.
Russell Westbrook, one of the best success stories when it comes to converting a scoring guard to playing the point. But it's his overall talent that's made him successful. His will, his competitiveness, and his incredible athleticism.
Russell Westbrook, maybe the most athletic and explosive point guard ever to play in the NBA. As some people would say, what about you?
Well, you know, it's hard to say ever. But Russell Westbrook clearly plays with the kind of ferocity that I've not seen at the point guard position. The only guy that comes to mind is probably Derrick Rose prior to his injury. I think Westbrook's aggression, powering through contact, probably gives him the edge. I mean, he plays almost angry.
A lot of torque.
A lot of torque. I mean, it's something to behold. I've not quite seen a guy at the point guard spot bring that kind of athleticism and speed and tenacity to the position.
Well, I like how you mentioned Rose, because I would agree, and that's a great way to kind of figure out where he is when Rose is healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
The pre-injured Rose was...
He was right in that same category.
Got it. New Orleans shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And Russell Westbrook, maybe the most explosive first step in the league. He doesn't just get an angle on his defender. He leaves them completely behind with a free run to launch all those shots around the rim.
Inside to Perkins. The kick out to Westbrook. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. New Orleans leading by 3. Stolen by Westbrook. And oh, here comes Durant all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and a terrific finish.
Well, Westbrook, once he blows by that first defender, he is absolutely fearless attacking the help defense. High-flying power dunks, finishes with both hands. He's a bad, bad man.
And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Mr.Clutch. He's covered by Westbrook. The shot's good from Bryant.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Thunder have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Ibaka with the screen on Evans. Durant just inside the line, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Bryan. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City trailing. Now here's Westbrook. Coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. The second chance effort. No good from Durant.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Here's Bryan. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Mr.Clutch has got 13 points.
Hasn't been able to get it going offensively. It's been a slow start for him.
Now let's go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Brooks.
He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Durant. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, Kevin Durant has really worked hard on his ball handling and passing. It's a response to facing constant traps and double teams in the playoffs. In those situations, being able to escape pressure and find the open man, that is crucial to his success.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Anderson, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's Selman's in for Fredette. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins.
And Durant actually played point guard in high school his freshman year. So the 5-inch growth spurt his sophomore year took him from 6'3" to 6'8", and moved him from guard to forward.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Lamb's checked in. And when Durant played in Seattle, he played shooting guard. Steve in Oklahoma City, they put him at small forward.
Well, it's a more natural position for him. And, you know, he's worked hard to kind of lower his shoulders when he's dribbling in traffic, trying to find angles that he couldn't get to before. And he's cut down his turnovers, but when he gets to his spot, you know, kind of at the elbows or in the paint, he rises up and he just shoots over the top of everyone. Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
Lamb with the ball. Right now averaging 7 points a game. Ibaka again, Oklahoma City.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
The Pelicans trail. Here's Mr.Clutch. 17 points in the game. Another one falls for New Orleans.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Durant sets a screen for Lamb. It's Durant on the wing. Shoots it. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 19 points in the game. It's Evans on the wing. Pass to Bryan. Just 5 to shoot. The rebound by Ibaka.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Here's Lamb, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on John Selmans.
Well, you look at Jeremy Lamb, physically 6'5", almost a 7-foot wingspan.
That's the way to make the free ones count.
Evans and Anderson, the forwards. Mr. Clutch out there with Jimmer Fredette. And it's Davis in at the 5, down low. That's the Pelicans' 5. Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Here now a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the 3. And you look at Anderson. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
You know, he has such a phenomenal touch from long range for a player at any position. Forget about just among the big men.
And that's what makes him so hard to guard, Steve, his ability to play the inside game or the outside game. I like him being kind of like reversible clothing. We're just not used to seeing players who can do that.
The shot's good from Bryan.
And for Lamb, really the only physical knock is that he needs to continue to get stronger, get friendly in that weight room. He's still under 200 pounds, and his high center of gravity means he can tend to get pushed around a little bit, but that's nothing that strength won't eliminate. So the weight room has to be his friend.
And it's Evans in the corner. Pass to Bryan. To the left wing. New Orleans moving it around. Shot clock at 6. From the top of the key. That's good. Mr. Clutch has got 23 points. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Back to Westbrook. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, the NBA is a talent league, and it's hard to win in the NBA without superstar talent. And the Thunder are fortunate to have 2 superstars in Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. Those 2 give them a chance to win no matter who they're facing up against or where they're playing.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Out left to the wing. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Bryan. Can't get it to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. And you look at the star talent for Oklahoma City, the eternal what if. Steve, how would this team be different if they'd held on to James Harden?
Well, that's the question. I mean, to have 3 superstars, they would have been unstoppable offensively. As it is, they're hard enough to guard. But, you know, that's a question that will remain forever unanswered.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Ibaka sets the pick for Westbrook. Here's Lamb, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And the Thunder lead by 1.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists. About the story on Ryan Anderson. Let's check out some numbers here, guys. You see some nice numbers from him over his past month. 5th in three-point shooting. From the foul line, guys, he is in the top 10 in free throw percentage.
Yeah, and, you know, taking a look again at his three-point shooting, Steve, he's done an excellent job, I think, of finding open spots. His teammates help him get open, but he understands how to do that, and then he just flashes those triples.
The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they're holding on to second spot in the conference season for them so far. And checking out New Orleans, just way behind.
When I look at New Orleans, they've turned things around in a very good way this year. Being in the middle of the pack is a pretty good step for them.
I agree. I mean, coming into the season, there really was no pressure on this club because of the low expectations. But, they've been solid. They've played hard, and they've competed. I think they've played both ends of the floor well, and that's why they are where they are.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He'd like them to concentrate on their transition game to keep the tempo fast and put pressure on the defense in the open court. He focused next on what he feels will be their most reliable offensive approach, which is the use of ball screens and the pick and roll. That's a play we should be seeing a lot of. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
All right, Doris. Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Lamb. They get it back.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Westbrook. Releases. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And he gets it to go. Fredette's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it. Thunder head coach Scott Brooks really consistent with his message. It's all about defensive commitment and trusting your teammates at that end of the floor.
The shot's good from Bryant.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number 1, they're ahead.
All right, New Orleans. Pelicans dance team. Let's hear it.
Thunder trailing by 8. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. They grabbed their own miss. No good from Perkins.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Here's Bryan. Not enough on that one as it misses. Now Westbrook. He's got 9. Shot to end this cold run. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
What a performance from Durant here. He has 15 points and a steal. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
No question, he's made an impact just about everywhere on the court. Well, with the way that Kevin Durant has improved over the last few seasons, you have to wonder if he has even yet peaked as a player. Scary to think, but there's still some room for growth. I think he can get stronger and develop a better low post game.
And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Westbrook, and good work on the boards that pick up the second chance points. Westbrook's got 11 points.
Well, second chance points are not easy to come by, but when you work as hard as he has today, it becomes a lot easier.
Anderson, and so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2. And with Durant, you really forget how young he is. He came into the league at such a young age, Clark, and was a star so quickly. It seems like he's the old vet, but he might be a year or 2 away from his prime.
Yeah, I think he's still a couple of years away from his prime when all of the physical, emotional, and mental come together at that peak point of performance. His best seasons are still in front of him, and he's had some pretty good ones behind him to this point.
That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Westbrook. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Here's Bryan, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
It took some time, and fans might have been unsure for a while, but clearly the Pelicans have a direction for this team now, and I think they're a franchise on the rise.
New Orleans making a switch here. Ashik's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Morrow's checked in.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a two-possession game.
The dish now to Ibaka. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And with the Pelicans getting franchise big like they did with Davis always helps, but they're also active in acquiring talent to grow around him.
For the Pelicans, getting young talent is one thing, and they want to make sure, Clark, that they got the right talent to fit alongside their stars.
Kevin, I really think sometimes the cohesiveness and the fitting of the parts is overlooked and undervalued. And the Pelicans are trying to make that a real priority. Not only do we want talent, but we want it to fit together nicely. And you got to give them kudos for that.
That's a good point. Outside Durant. Up top, Adams. We saw him with 10 points last game. 5 to shoot. Second chance shot.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
And look at how the offensive approach is.
Nice shooting.
Else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Both teams making substitutions here. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Thunder lead by 1.
Scott,
Okay, guys, we got a few minutes here. Let's go over a few things before we get going again.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one. Steven Adams comes in for Perkins, and Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Taking a look at the Thunder. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Anthony Morrow out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Adams in at the 5 roaming the paint. Ibaka against Davis. And Lamb kicks to Morrow. Crashes in for a double-digit lead. Morrow's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, they're in great position here, and it's thanks in large part to their three-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lighting it up from behind the arc this half.
And these are the types of games where it's obvious one team clearly had the edge. Tonight, it's going to be a great win by a large margin for the Thunder.
Clark, their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Well, they were disciplined and focused, I thought, all game long, Kevin. Excellent defense around the rim.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And once again, they're going to come out on top in this series. 3 straight victories in as many games this season against this club. They've done a great job of just playing their best when it has mattered most against the Pelicans.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Durant. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morrow the pass to Lamb. .18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And the Thunder lead by 12.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Here's Bryan. It's hauled in by Adams. And here is Lamb. So no problem.
Hi, Kevin. Well, much will be...
Come on. Who died? You look a little nervous.
Well, I heard it's never a good thing to be called into the GM's office, especially the day your 10-day contract is up. So if you're going to release me, I would just appreciate it if you did it quickly.
I'm going to be brutally honest, kid. You haven't done enough to secure a regular roster spot.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hey, wait. You have done enough to secure another 10-day contract, though.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm going to give you another shot to prove you belong in this league permanently, huh?
Hey, you won't regret it either. I'm going to make it awfully hard for you to let me go.
I hope so. Look, a contract's on my secretary's desk. You go sign that on your way out. Get out of here.
All right, thank you.
All right. Where's my lunch?
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, the home of the Thunder, we're broadcasting from the Chesapeake Energy Arena, bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with the fourth member of our team, Doris Burke. Thrilled to be back in Oklahoma City, the Thunder ready for that home court advantage. They put together game after game, winning 5 games.
Let's go. You're in.
Hey, well time.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Evans and Davis are your small and power forwards. Holiday out there with Jimmer Fredette. And it's Ashik in at the 5 down low. Morrow dishes to Durant. Clock at 6. Perkins with a screen on Evans. Durant just inside the line. And an air ball on that one. Way off. And it's Mr.Clutch in for New Orleans. And a bit of good news for this young man. He was offered another 10-day contract by the team as they want to get an extended look at it.
And, you know, just the fact that they want to see more of him really is a good indication that he's doing the right things. I think he's on the right track in trying to maintain his momentum.
Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against New Orleans.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys. He's really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
Davis with a screen on Westbrook. Here's Bryan, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
For New Orleans, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Davis sets a screen, fires from the wing. And again, another shot trained there from Bryan. Mr. Clutch has got 6. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Ibaka right side. To the paint, here's Durant. No good. Evans with some nice D. The Pelicans have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Pass to Bryan. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the Pelicans score.
Such a great start for him. 4 for 4 already. He could be on his way to a big game.
It certainly looks that way, Steve. His energy level has been terrific right from the opening tip.
Screened by Perkins. They set the pick. Morrow, the pass to Westbrook. He feeds it to Morrow. Dishes to Durant. From 17 feet out. That's good. Durant's got his second bucket tonight.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's coming off a 37-point game against Oklahoma City. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play. Pelicans shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. That's good from Bryan.
Just absolute domination in this one for Mr. Clutch. He already has 11 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
Well, he showed off how intelligent he is defensively. He understands where the ball is, where players are, what's happening in front of them.
The Thunder shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Well, with a team percentage of 81% from the line on the season, this is one of the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
The Thunder and especially Kevin Durant seem to be on the clock for when are they going to win a title, but they still haven't closed the deal yet.
And Kevin, there's no guarantee that you'll win a title. Even if you are a really good team with star players, it just doesn't always automatically happen. I mean, that's not a given, even though they're chipping away at it and have made some great progress over the last 4 or 5 years. Those things are hard to get.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. He had a nice open look right there. Fredette's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thunder trailing by 8.
And to your point about the Thunder, I'm not sure if they're missing anything roster-wise. Up and down, there are very few holes for this team.
Morrow kicks to Westbrook. And it's blocked by Bryan. Shot on the wing. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And, you know, going back to what you said about the Thunder, they have the stars and the depth, but maybe adding a few more veterans here and there could help them stay tougher in close games. I think that's the one area they're looking to improve in, more veteran leadership and toughness.
Go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He immediately addressed their offensive game plan and detailed an aggressive up-tempo style. It sounds like their offense is going to come from the transition game. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
It's off the screen, and again it's Oklahoma City.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
To the right side. And here's Fredette for three. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Thunder trailing by 8. And Durant, here we go. Misses off the right iron.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Here's Mr.Clutch. 15 points in the game. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Mr.Clutch has got 17 now. The Thunder have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Westbrook dishes to Durant. The Thunder with another miss. And here are the Pelicans. They're on a 16-7 run. From deep. No good from Bryant. Oklahoma City shooting at around 42% since the opening tip. From the arc. Again, Durant missing.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
There's a good screen. Evans attacking. In low to Davis. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Thunder trailing by 10. Durant just inside the line, and they're able to recover. Puts up a 3. Durant with another miss.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Bryan. And it's off the back rim. No good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside Westbrook. Lets it go with a 3. And that one's good. Westbrook's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Thunder.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it. Kevin Durant, the most unstoppable scorer in the game. It is amazing to watch this guy put the ball in the basket from every angle and every distance. His ball handling ability allows him to do just that. He can get wherever he wants to, when he wants to, and how he wants to. He can get a shot off anytime.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Pelicans leading by 7. To the wing on the left. The 3 from Fredette. And that one's good. Fredette's got 6 points.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
And the Thunder with some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. There's 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Rivers. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Kicks it to Anderson. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Substitution for the Pelicans. Carl Ryan.
So it's the Pelicans now. Takes a 3. The shot's good from Bryan. Mr.Clutch has got 22.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
Here's Westbrook. No good. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. New Orleans on top, up by 15. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Coming up this Saturday night, February 7th, Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls go up against Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans. Live from New Orleans. Be there.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see you for tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Big boost from their bench there, guys, in that first quarter. They did a nice job coming in and really giving this team a lift.
Yeah, it's a nice attribute to have. Firepower coming off the pine early. That's good stuff.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. Jimmy Fredette is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Ashik in at the 5, roaming the paint. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New Orleans.
What great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
Yeah, another thing they've done well tonight, Steve, a lot of steals in the first half, really getting after it defensively.
Here's Morrow. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
I think their attitude going into that game was all wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them, that it was a game they couldn't win, and they just didn't have any confidence.
I'm not going to go with you on that one, Steve. I don't agree with that. I think they believed in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was far too much for them to overcome.
And Westbrook, here we go. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 13.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Anderson against Ibaka. The pass to Bryan. Evans outside. Second shot opportunity. Misses off the left iron.
You really don't want to see him missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Pelicans leading by 13. Here's Bryan. Another one falls for New Orleans.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Thunder have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's the screen. Outside Westbrook. In low to Ibaka. Here's Adams. Offensive rebound. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
Well, going back a few seasons, the Thunder with a great young foundation, but they were faced with some tough financial decisions. In the end, Serge Ibaka was extended. James Harden was traded. Now most would argue that Harden is the better player. But, of course, as far as fit is concerned, Ibaka, I think, was the right choice because of his defensive prowess.
And he makes the first but misses the second. In Serge Ibaka, Clark, a player that every team in the NBA covets, stretch 4 with 3-point range, also block shots, and he can play some center too.
Kevin, that's a rare, unique skill set he has. I mean, actually, he might be the only player in the league who truly fits that description you just laid out.
Morrow, the pass to Perkins. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Morrow kicks to Westbrook. Here's Perkins, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Thunder shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one misses.
If you just look at the numbers, you are not seeing the real impact of Kendrick Perkins. I mean, he is just this mountain at the rim as a protector of the paint. And it really makes it hard for opponents to get easy shots because of his presence.
With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. Kevin Durant is second.
And that tells you about those players' ability to slash through the defense and effectively, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of shooting percentage.
But you also have to have an excellent outside shot, and all of them do it. Small forward, you have to be reliable from the perimeter as well.
He used that pick to perfection. Evans has got 5. You know, Steve, with Perkins, the defense at the rim might be the best thing he brings to the table. He is a solid defensive player for sure all around, but his ability to make life miserable on inside shots, is special.
Well, I think he's one of the elite low-post defenders in the league. You know, when he has to go against the big scorers down on the block, whether it's Tim Duncan or Hibbert, he does as good a job as anybody because of his strength and his intelligence, just understanding what he's facing night in and night out.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, Anthony Davis defying comparison in his young NBA career. As the great Dirk Nowitzki said, in all my years, I've never seen anyone like him. And Coach Monty Williams said, he's not like anyone we've ever seen. He's going to be his own player. Drew Holiday put it plainly, quote, he's the franchise. He's the go-to guy. And everybody here knows it. Kevin, over to you.
A chance to become league MVP in time, Doris. His talent is that caliber, I think. Thank you. Here's Brian. Another one falls for New Orleans.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Here's Morrow. Last game we saw him score 14. Pass to Westbrook. The feed to Morrow. 6 to shoot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
For Oklahoma City, they have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. First one falls for him.
In the second quarter, they've
Nice shooting.
Well, you know, if other things aren't working for you, Steve, getting to the foul line can be a good place to start to turn it around.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Pelicans leading by 17. Evans outside. Back to Holiday. Perkins pulls it in. Thunder have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Durant kicks to Perkins. From past the arc. No good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Outside Holiday. Down low. Fredette dishes to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. 6 to shoot. And that is good. Holiday's got his second bucket tonight.
no way you can get back into the game if you continue to give up layups.
Perkins with a screen on Holiday. Westbrook passes to Durant. Perkins kicks to Ibaka. A rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer. That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Outside Westbrook. No good with the triple. Outside Holiday. Pass to Anderson. To the middle. And Asha kicks to Evans. He dishes it to Holiday. Evans outside. Evans left side. The Thunder pull it in. Ibaka's got rebound number 4. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. New Orleans on top, opening up a huge gap. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
The only accurate way to describe your interior defense was dominant. Were you looking to set a tone with all of those block shots?
I mean, we're always looking to come out and set a tone like that. Our goal every game is to make the other side fearful of coming at us on offense, and I'm pretty sure we accomplished that in the first half tonight.
You made them work for everything. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even. And so it's New Orleans with it. Durant outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with Anthony Morrow. And it's Perkins in at the 5. That's the group for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Evans goes in. Clock at 6. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Perkins. Here's Durant. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Durant's got 13 points.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Mr.Clutch is checked in for the Pelicans. New Orleans leading by 19. Shoots from 14, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Mr. Clutch has got 35 in the game. Oklahoma City shooting 43% from the field. Here's Morrow. The rebound by Bryan.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. That's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Westbrook kicks to Morrow. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. New Orleans has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Westbrook. The shot's good from Bryan.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Outside Westbrook. The dish to Perkins. In low to Ibaka. And the layup's good off the glass. Ibaka's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They got their offense clicking.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 37 points for him. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Durant. He's right around 29 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And he really brings that offensive firepower to this team. Finding ways to score is his specialty.
Yeah, that's his identity, Steve, among other contributions, obviously. But the ability to make plays that put up points, that's a major weapon in his arsenal.
Westbrook with it. 15 points in the game. Rebound by Bryan.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
With the shot. And again, no good by New Orleans.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
Morrow cans the 12-footer. Morrow's got 11 points.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys. They continue to go through him, and why not? I mean, he's the leading scorer in this game.
Thunder trailing by 21. Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Morrow. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Morrow's got 9 points now in the quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Westbrook. And here's Fredette for 3. Here's Ashik, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Ashik's got his 2nd bucket of the night. The Thunder have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the 3rd. A 75% clip. Perkins dishes to Westbrook. Takes the 3. Durant, no good.
Omer Ashik, one of the premier defensive centers in the league. He's got size, mobility, and a great IQ for defensive positioning.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's covered by Westbrook. They get it back. Banked in off the glass. And that's 15 points for Anthony Davis.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Westbrook drives in. And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. Kevin Durant, number 1.
Well, slasher, scorer, call him whatever you want, but the bottom line is he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds when he gets going.
That's exactly right. I mean, he's the #1 guy you have to account for when you take them on. I mean, he's the primary guy in the scouting report. Even if you can't stop him, you've got to try to make him work for his opportunity. So far in the game for Westbrook, he has 17 points and 7 assists.
You know, he's been so good at both ends of the floor, guys, but what's impressed me the most is his offensive performance.
I don't know, Steve. I think the work he's done defensively has been pretty impressive, too.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Left side, Westbrook. And that one is stuffed right through. Boy, look at the big ups, Clark.
Major bounce there. I mean, he can fly, folks. Really fly.
And we're seeing more and more of that, it seems, guys, out of the point guard spot in the NBA these days.
Here's Bryan. Another one falls for New Orleans.
What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Here's Morrow. 13 points in the game. They set the pick. Feeds it to Westbrook. Right side, Westbrook. Off target on the 15-footer.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
Pass to Bryan. Ibaka comes with the double team. Evans passes to Davis. And he bangs it home with one hand.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Westbrook.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
There's the double team with Westbrook. On the wing, Davis. Goes up the baseline. Shoots. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
Thunder have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And Westbrook, here we go. Oh, we're going to see an ejection here, guys. Oh, boy, that's his second flagrant one foul of the game. And that's going to do it.
He has to know that having already committed one flagrant foul, the officials were not going to tolerate anything remotely flagrant the rest of the way. I think he just lost his emotion and was out of control there.
Yeah, I agree, Steve. Really a reckless play. Something had him angry today, for sure. The Pelicans making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've just continued to shoot well.
They worked hard tonight at crashing the boards.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Salmons is checked in. Checked in for Serge Ibaka. And New Orleans also making a change. Mr.Clutch is checked in for John Salmons. So for New Orleans right now, Anderson and Davis, they're in the middle. Jimmy Fredette is out there with Mr.Clutch. And it's Evans in at the small forward position. Here's Morrow. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Morrow's got 11 in the second half.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Here's Mr.Clutch. Four on the clock. Also Westbrook with the rebound.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
It's Durant on the wing. They grab their own miss. Adams. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin.
You better than that.
Not tonight, I'm not.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
They really could have used a perfect trip to the line there. Instead, they're still down 2 possessions.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Jimmer Fredette. 2 shots.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Westbrook up top, guarded by Holiday. Here's Durant, connects, and now they trail by just 4.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Shooting for New Orleans, Anthony Davis. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
That may be the knockout blow, guys. Those free throws would seem to have put this one away.
The 3 from Morrow. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And an intentional foul right there.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Pelicans, Jimmer Fredette. Taking 2 shots.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Both teams deciding to change it up. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. From half court, no good. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And time now to go courtside.
Tyreek,
Yeah, another one of them flip mode joints. Bust the vibes, y'all. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just sing to the left, sing to the right.